Retro.
What's up, my kiddos? Going live on Instagram right now. Usually I've never recorded an episode on a Tuesday, but this weekend's going to be a busy one. This whole week's going to be a busy one. On Thursday, it's my girlfriend's birthday, and then Friday I'm going to be busy. Saturday, your boy got a speeding ticket. That's the first time I've gotten a ticket for something that was like actually worth getting a ticket over. First time I ever got a ticket, I had someone holding the phone on speaker for me. And a cop pulled up. I guess basically the law is if you are not yet 18, you can't have a hands-free device, which is, I think, stupid. So he pulled me over. I got a ticket for that. But I don't ever count that one. But I got a speeding ticket about a month ago. So have to do traffic school for that on Saturday. And then Sunday, no, I'm doing something. I can't remember what I'm doing. I can't remember anything these days. So that's why I'm recording this episode on Tuesday, so that I don't leave you guys hanging this weekend. So if you're watching right now, I see you. All right? I see you. The one person watching. I know who you are. Yeah, so that's why I'm recording it right now. I have some good things to talk about today. I actually got some really, really good fan questions sent in through email, and they were actually really, really detailed, which I love. It's not so much just basic generic questions, which I love too because they're easy to answer, but these ones are a little bit more detailed, and I'm pulling them up right here. So the first question I got was, "Hey Josiah, my name is," I don't want to give their name away, so let's just say blah blah blah. "My name is blah blah blah, and I'm 16 years old. I've had this crush on this girl since we were in elementary school. I've tried talking to other girls, but all I can think about is my chances with this one girl. I want to be able to talk to her, but when I get a chance in class, I always get nervous and my mind goes blank. How do I get her attention so maybe she'll talk to me? Or what would you do in my situation? Thanks. I hope you answer my question on an episode or just by emailing me back." Well, I'll do you one better. I'll do it on Instagram Live. So, see, that's a young love situation, and I've been in that situation many a time. I think all guys get in that situation. And 16's a weird age, man, where you think you got your stuff figured out and you really don't. You think you know who you are, but you really don't. And that's just coming from experience. So, but I get it. Young love is a thing. And I mean, some girls, they just stick out, but the other ones, we all have those. And, well, if I was in your shoes, I don't know. How do I get her attention so maybe she'll talk to me? Well, let's scratch that. If you really do like this girl, I think she's worth, you making the effort to talk to her. I don't think you should sit and wait and hope she talks to you, because that could just be a waiting game, you know. And that happens. But I think if you're really trying to get this girl's attention, I mean, I know it sounds terrifying to just say hello, but that is an option. I think I can remember a situation with myself where I really liked this girl, and it was hard to say hello. It's scary, and I know exactly how you feel. You sit up all night and you know exactly what you're gonna say. You have this whole thing planned out, and then, you know, next morning comes around, you're waking up good, you're listening to, I don't know, some bumping music to get you all hyped for the day because you know it's a big day. You get to class, you're about to talk to this girl, and all that just goes out the window. You can't remember anything you were thinking about. So I totally get that. And sometimes saying hi can be kind of hard because you'll get there to saying hi, and then your brain doesn't know what to do after that. So I just be yourself. Don't plan ahead, because I guarantee you when the moment comes around, you're not going to resort to that. You're going to resort to whatever you just are comfortable doing, being you. So I would just run with that. Be you. And I would, a clever trick that I used to do back in my day is, not even kidding, it's kind of rude, but like they won't notice it that way. Just bump into them. just bump in on purpose and make it look like an accident, and then bam, you're like, oh, whoa, 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 I'm sorry. And then bam, you have a conversation, you guys are both laughing. Hopefully, if she's not laughing, I don't think she's worth your time. That's just my opinion. Someone just made a point on Instagram Live. Yeah, ask for gum. That's another good one. If you're in class, just ask a girl for gum. That's what I would do. That's a good option too. Unless she has that cinnamon kind, then you better leave that girl quick. If you're chewing cinnamon gum, what is wrong with you? All right? That's got to be some crazy monkey genetics stuff for you to like cinnamon gum, because there's nothing good about that. It tastes, I don't even know how to put it into words. That's disgusting, dude. If you chew on cinnamon gum, change it. Do something different with your life, because cinnamon gum isn't the answer. And no girls get, if a girl comes up to you and you have cinnamon gum in your mouth, you're done. Your chances of getting with this girl are over. Yeah, no girl's gonna like a guy who chews on cinnamon gum. Yeah, like Big Red. Oh, gross. Anyways, it screams you can get those 39-cent little paper packets at a gas station. Don't chew cinnamon gum. But yeah, I mean, find the best way where the situation comes about where when you have to talk to her, where it's in your comfortable environment and you can be yourself 100%. Because there's nothing worse than actually getting a girl's attention and then giving her a false shield, basically, of your own personality. Because, you know, if she likes you and she wants to make things go further, then you have a personal battle. Like, oh, I don't want to show her my real side because I haven't yet, or maybe she won't like me for my real side. And so just off the bat, be genuine, be yourself. That's gonna be the best way to go about it, for sure. But yeah, so if I was you in that situation, that's what I'd do. I was always a class clown. I always was just a goofball. That's if I can make someone laugh, that was where I was comfortable. So that's what I always did. I mean, if I can make a girl laugh, that was my way in, because I could keep going with that. If it was anything else, you know, I was kind of out of my comfort zone. So I'd purposely try to come up with scenarios like, what's funnier than bumping into somebody and like making a joke out of it, you know? But that could go really wrong too. So be careful with that one. And I got a second detailed question in email, and it says, "Hi Josiah, it's blah blah blah." Again, because I don't want to say it's a girl. I don't want to say her name. She says, "I'm obsessed with tattoos and I want one so bad, but I can't decide what to get. And I'm afraid if I do get something that I'll regret it. How did you decide on your tattoos, parentheses, which I love, by the way. Thank you. You're a true kiddo. And where did you go to get them? Thank you. I can't wait to see if you actually answer this on an episode. Again, I'll do you one better. I'll do it on Instagram Live for everybody to see." You know, tattoos are crazy. I overthought tattoos for so long, and I've loved tattoos since I was, for as long as I can remember. Remember being really little and looking up to people who had tattoos. I thought it was so cool. So I had all kinds of ideas from the time I was little, whether or not, or what I wanted to get as a tattoo for myself. And that the point of that being is, I don't think anything that you hold sentimental today will stay sentimental down the road. Give it any amount of time. Like mine, I mean, mine, like the one I have here, I mean, I don't even know or remember why I got this one, but I love it. Like it's one of my favorites. I really love the way it came out, but it doesn't really hold sentimental value with me. I just like the way it looks on my body. And I think that's how a lot of my tattoos are. I have one on my ribs that's writing in my grandpa's handwriting, and I do hold that one dear to me. But you know, I have a shirt on all the time. I don't always see it, and sometimes like I'll see it and I'm like, oh, I forgot I had that one. Like, it's weird how tattoos work. So yeah, don't overthink it. Just get something that you know you're gonna like, and you're gonna like the way it looks on your body forever. You know, that's what I would say. I mean, if you're going for the sentimental road, like I said, it's not gonna stay sentimental forever. So you may be super into an artist right now, and you're like, I love this artist. They're a part of me. I listen to them all the time. I really want to get something by them. but you have to remember you'll be 40 one day, and you know, like, and I always thought, like, if an artist, it's a little different than like a band, but like, say an artist, like, say this is a random scenario, say let's say Drake. Let's say you're obsessed with Drake and you want to get like an OVO owl or something like that. And then so you get the tattoo, you love the tattoo, and then like 2 weeks later it comes out that Drake like did a serious crime, and then you have to remember that every time you look on your arm. You know, so like symbolism and, you know, sentimental stuff, I don't think I'll ever really get anything like that. I like just stuff that I think looks good and I think will look good on my body. So that's my advice to you, is just get something that you know you're gonna really, really like. So I'm logging off of live. I wanted to do the fan questions on live so you guys can see them and get a little sneak peek of this weekend's episode. This episode should be out on Saturday. If not Saturday, then Sunday. So thanks for watching. If you did, I'm sharing it, so you may watch it later. Enjoy it. If you do have any fan questions, just send them in to the email. There's a link to the email in my Instagram page, on the Jonas Podcast Instagram page. Send an email. You can make it as detailed as these, or you can just shoot a simple question. I'll answer them, or just DM me. Either one's easy for me. I'll find them and I'll put them in an episode. So, all right, I'm logging off. But yeah, so yeah, dude, I love the questions, man. I really do. I didn't think I would like it as much as I do, but I really do like the questions. You know, like opening about talking to your crush. Like, that's something I forgot about. You know, that's something that when you get to this age, you don't think about anymore. And like, luckily for me, I don't really think I have to worry about it. Like, I really, really love my girlfriend now, and she's great, and she brings out the best of me, and she's supportive of me and everything I do, and she makes me laugh, man. And that's the biggest thing. Like, if you can make me laugh, you're in, you know. And if I'm, I think she kind of took this to heart a little bit in the beginning. I think she still doesn't now, but I realize I kind of come off like a dick sometimes, or like I'll roast you, like, to your face. And that comes from love. And I think a lot of people kind of overlook that, and they kind of take it personal. So if you are one of my friends and I'm roasting you, just know it's out of love, and you're truly my friend, or else I wouldn't be roasting you, you know. If I'm overly nice to you, then you should be scared. Or I just don't know you. But I can't ever see myself, you know, being straight up rude to someone I don't know. Not even that. Not even someone I don't know. Just anybody. I can't see myself being straight up rude. I think if I do, because I know I have been rude to people. But that's because they broke my like chance wall. So I have this thing with myself morally where I'm like, I always give someone a chance. I don't care what they look like. I don't care if they're homeless, look evil. I don't care if they're like, first thing that comes out of my mouth is that they're from prison. I don't care. You know, unless you break your one chance with me and you personally attack me or personally do something to be on my bad side, then yeah, you're going to get the rude side of me, and that's the only way you're going to get it. I'll never just be rude to someone off the bat. I don't understand how some people can do that. You know, like, I can't tell you how many times a day at work someone comes up to me and just says something rude off the bat, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know you. Why are you talking to me like this, you know? And I get it. Some people just have bad days, and that's, you know, that's whatever, that happens. But man, myself, I can't ever see myself just straight up being rude off the bat to someone I don't know, or anyone for that matter, you know. And if I do, it's like I immediately I'll walk away from that, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, why would I do something like that? And usually I'll apologize, like, right then and there, because that's just not me. That's not how I want them to walk away thinking I am as a person, because that's not how I am. But there are people out there that are just like that all the time. They don't care. You know, it doesn't hurt them at all. You know, they don't mind. So yeah, people get one chance. For sure. I think that's a good way to go by, is because people will be very quick naturally to show their true colors. That's what I've gotten from people. So I think one chance is all you need. If someone's genuine and they want to genuinely be a part of your life, they're not gonna break that one chance. And it's different. Like, if you're friends with someone for years, obviously there's gonna be times where they mess up. And that's that. But there's a difference there. Like if I think that those people have gotten past that one chance. They're kind of on a higher tier for me. They're friends. They're truly people I care about, people I think about, people who I give calls to. People who are a higher tier in my book. Like, you'll get endless chances with me. Like if you're in with me. And but the people you just socialize with normally, who aren't super close in your tight circle, I think that one chance rule applies, because people will show it. People will show their true colors immediately. Like if someone right off the bat breaks that chance, that person isn't meant to be a part of your life, and they're not meant to be your friend. If they'd off the bat screw you over or say something rude or jeopardize you in any way, like, and that's their fault. But yeah, and if they are truly someone who cares about you, they're not gonna break that one chance. They're gonna respect you and respect you as a person, and do their best to make themselves seem as a friend to you. I think that's the best way to put it. So people who truly matter, that that one chance thing doesn't really even apply, because they're not going to break it. They genuinely care about you. So I think that's a good rule to go by. At least that's how I do it. And yeah, man. Just the other day, I was at work, and long story short, someone who I thought was tight, that works with me, they straight up snitched on me for like something super petty, and something that I was like, well, I would never snitch on anyone I work with over something like that. You know what I mean? So I kind of did take it personal. It's like, why though? And that had me thinking, like, to be a snitch in your workplace, that is some weird thing going on. I think comes from a very specific type of person, a beta, if I will. Only betas. That's a fact. Beta. If you snitch, straight up, you're a beta. Now, there's a difference between snitching and then being honest for someone's sake. Like, obviously, like if let's just say my brother was doing something harmful to himself, it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, harmful to yourself can be like hanging out with the wrong group of friends. If my brother was doing something harmful to himself, yeah, I would. If it was seriously harming his future and his well-being now, yeah, I'd speak up and say something. And even then, I don't think I would go to my parents. I would go to him. And I think that's that respect thing. Like, and that's what was baffling about this situation with my coworker, because I was like, dude, why don't you just like tell me? Like I would have fixed it. Like, it's such a small thing. Like, it's not like, to go to my boss is just weird. That, and that seemed kind of personal. So yeah, there's a difference between snitching and being honest for someone else's well-being, and I think that's a judgment call you have to make yourself, and hopefully that person understands that. But snitching over something petty, I don't understand that at all, especially in the workplace. Like, I don't know. It tells me two things. One thing, people who snitch, like, let's just say, whatever. Picture anyone who you've been snitched on lately, they are, there's two things that come to mind. One being, you were obviously bullied as a kid and you're not over it when you're freaking 29 years old, and that's so weird, like, I know I shouldn't really even say that, because like me personally, I can't remember a time where I really was bullied. I may have been like picked on or made fun of over something, but I was never like bullied. Like no one made an effort to ruin my day. You know what I mean? So nothing that was super personal. So I can't really say that, like, because I don't know what that feels like. But still, I don't see how when you can be a full grown man, and especially a dude. Like girls and guys are definitely different in that way. So, like dudes don't hold things against other dudes really. Like people I say now, it's like, oh, I hate them. Like I don't. I say that jokingly. Like there's no one I genuinely dislike that much. And even if I were to say that about someone, I don't even know why I feel that way. Like guys just don't hold stuff in. And that's I'm speaking for myself. I'm speaking from like guys I know. So I mean, everyone's different. But yeah, but that's the one thing it says to me is like, dude, someone messed with you, and now you feel the need to take that out on everybody else when you're 29, and that's weird. That's very weird, and that's a personal thing that you gotta figure out. So if you are someone listening and you snitch, you know you do it, fix it. You're a beta, bro. I'm just telling you, man. And it's really weird. It's very strange. And the second thing is, and this is, again, speaking for the guys here, if you are a snitch in the workplace, the second thing it tells me after that is you get zero attention from women. You know, zero, no attention. Because if you weren't a beta, you would know that snitching is so not attractive. It's not a good feature. Like no girl is gonna be like, wow, he went out of his way to mess that guy's job up, and like there's no one. And I know girls are a little different, like, but same thing. Like, if I saw a girl purposely snitch on another girl over something petty in the workplace, like, the last thing I'm thinking is, oh, I want to get with her. It's just a weird personality trait, snitching. Yeah. So I know the moment you snitch on me, I know you're not getting an attention from women, which is sad, and you should change it. And you may find out that you like girls. So, and for all this. I'm speaking for men mostly, because I can't speak for you women, because I'm not you. I don't know what it feels like to be a woman, but you guys definitely do your own sadistic shit, and you know it, and we don't got to talk about it, but you guys do. But yeah, so fix that. If you're a snitch, fix it. Because you're not going anywhere in life with that mentality, And even then, like, I still don't think, like, going back to that one chance thing, obviously this dude blew his one chance with me, But, who knows how his day was going. But still, that's crazy to me. It's such a weird thing. And, I don't want to go into detail about my job, especially not on here. But, yeah, such a petty thing. Like, let's just say you're at McDonald's and you're working at McDonald's and like you forgot to like, I don't know, I've never worked at McDonald's, but let's just say like you cooked a burger not long enough, right? Let's just say that you undercooked a burger and your coworker saw that, and that coworker has a judgment decision like, now, I just saw that, that burger was undercooked. Undercooked burgers are probably served all the time here. Hell, I've probably served an undercooked burger. And you let it go and you walk away. And you may say to that person, hey, make sure you're like watching the burger so that they're not undercooked. That's a health issue. Blah, blah, blah. And that's the best way to go about it. Or you're a beta, and you just go straight to your manager and say, hey, Jimmy over there, he left the burger undercooked. Blah, 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 blah. And bam, you get Jimmy in trouble. And you didn't even try to confront him. You didn't even try to be like an adult about the situation. That's very weird. And that's what happened to me. It's kind of the equivalent of that. And that, it feels weird to be on the other side and be like, whoa, like, where's this coming from? Like, I thought I was cool with that guy, and obviously it's like, now I can't trust a thing with that guy. And that's what I mean by that one chance thing. You break that one chance, you're never going to forget that they broke that one chance, and that trust is gone. I even, when I first met this guy, I was like, dude, this guy's cool. I feel like I could be a buddy with this guy, hang out with this guy, Now it's like, dude, I don't even want to talk to you because that was such a weird thing you did. Personal at me, you put, like, I could have, I know I wasn't going to get in trouble for it because it was such a small thing. But like, who knows what could have happened because of that. It's just weird, man. Anyways, Zion was gonna stop by and say hi, but Star Wars Battlefront, the original one, the old school one from back in the day, those who know and you're probably playing it right now. You're probably playing along. This is gonna be out on Saturday, dude. That game's good. You're gonna still be playing that on Saturday. It just came out on Xbox One as backwards compatible, dude. And my TV took a shit and it's not working, so I can't play Xbox. And I haven't played Xbox in about a month almost. Not even that, maybe a couple weeks. It feels like a month because I'm so used to playing Xbox, and now it's just complete option gone. Time moves by much slower now. But yeah. It sucks. It feels very weird. My routine was always just come home and sit down and play a game of Madden or something like that, which now that I don't have my TV, I realize that's not a healthy habit because I get so much more stuff done now that my TV's been broken. But still, if it throws everything off for a bit, it's like I'm used to a routine and now it's gone. And you have to figure out a whole new routine. It's very strange. But it's giving me more time to really think about this podcast, think about good things to talk about, make times reading through questions that people send me and figuring out which episodes I'm going to save them for. And, a lot of the questions are good questions and I want to answer them directly and get personal with them. That question I got, the first question I got about the crush, I'm probably going to message him and talk about it because that's a deep thing and that's a big moment, especially for a guy. And I know girls probably have the same thing. You have that crush and you don't know how to talk to them and you really want to make an impact on them, and that's a huge thing. It is a big deal, and I know it sounds kind of petty when you're an adult and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that when I was 16, but when you're 16, that's a big deal. So yeah, dude, keep sending in the questions. I love answering the questions. They're awesome. I don't care how long they are, how detailed. I love them. And if it's something you personally just want to ask and you don't want it put on the podcast, just let me know. I won't put it on the podcast. But yeah, I won't put your name out there. I won't do anything, if you do want to get a shout out, then go on Instagram Live, ask me a question, and I'll say, hey, yeah, I see you. Let's. And I'll answer your question on Instagram Live. I'll give you a little shout out. And I always try to. People who show me effort in being, I don't want to say fans because I don't know. I don't feel like people who listen to this are fans. You're friends to me. I truly see you as friends. I don't see you as fans at all. But I'll that label is kind of just easy to go by. But I love it. Just being able to interact, and that was something I didn't think I would enjoy so much about starting this. I thought, I started this as a very much personal journey, standing up and doing something that I, that I wanted to do personally, despite what, social media norms are or society norms are. I wanted to do something for me, and that's really why I started this. And now that I've gotten over that and I've learned that I just love doing this, and the support that I've gotten from all of you people is incredible. And it just, I think about it all day when I'm at work, when I'm not even working on the podcast. I think about what little things people have said to me, and it just lifts my spirit. So I'm so thankful for all of you guys, and I can't wait to see where this thing goes, and making you guys a part of it, because you guys are the original people. I'm never gonna unfollow somebody. If say this thing blows up and say that more people want to listen from other places, and you guys are always going to be in my followed. I'm going to be following you guys because you guys are the original people who help make me so inspired to do something like this. So I just want to say thank you to all of you guys, and I really wouldn't do this if I wouldn't, if you guys haven't shown so much love to me and so much excitement for episodes and sending in all these awesome questions that I've been reading through and I can't wait to answer. So thank you so much. And I'm gonna wrap this podcast up. So I can't wait for you guys to hear this one. Having a freaking dope weekend.
Retro.